Hey, good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. This is the weekly market report for the week ending December 20th, 2020. This is for the three counties in the river region in central Alabama. That's Montgomery, Elmore, and Autauga counties. Let's get to it. So, four plus bedrooms available. There are 360. Now, that's down 13 from last week. That is a 4-week trend of decreasing numbers of four plus bedrooms. Not a big surprise there. Three bedrooms available. We have 304, which is down 14 from last week. Again, it's a full month of trending downwards, each week getting less and less and less. We know inventory is shrinking, and yeah, it's rising, making house prices go up because so many people are just buying them off the shelves. So there we go. Two bedrooms, 54 available, which is an increase of 3 over last week. The two bedrooms have been fluctuating in inventory levels for a while now. Overall, they're still down compared to what they normally lie at, but because of the hot run this summer, we're just low on inventory in all types of houses, but two bedrooms aren't contracting nearly as much, partly because they keep coming on the market, even though a lot of these are investment grade opportunities, which means that there are places I wouldn't necessarily recommend you move into, but if you want to get some cash or want to make an investment, you buy them, you fix them up, flip them, hold on to them, become landlords, something, and then you give them to renters. New listings. Past week, we had 100 new listings, which is the same amount we had the week before. Houses are coming onto the market, but they're being snatched up pretty quickly. Price drops, we had 23, which is 32 less than we had the last week. All right, so now this seems a little bit different in contradistinction to the rest of the evidence. You would think we'd be having a lot of price drops, but remember, properties are still being sold. They're still being bought. The market is still hot. It's just slowed down some over the past couple weeks because of seasonal changes. And hold on, we'll get to that in a second. Our inventory, we're at 4.28 weeks of inventory. Now that's really low compared to where we've been for all time until this summer and the coronavirus kicked off and interest rates dropped to such a historic low. So this is almost becoming a new normal. We'll still give it a couple of years at this rate before we see it, but it's really, really low. Last week we had about half a week less of inventory. So we've seen some houses come on versus less go off. But all in all, the inventory is really low. Now, something we should talk about. A lot of buyers might be under the misconception that houses are going up and up drastically in price because it's just such a frenzy for people snatching up these houses. And they're kind of right. You know, house prices have raised, and so if you're a seller, you're going to make some money. The equity, the market is going to give you some instant equity regardless of where you're at in your payments and how much equity you've actually accrued in the property. So some buyers are afraid that that means that they're going to spend too much money on a house and it might not make appraisal and whatnot. But here's the thing. The house prices have not gone up all that much. In some places, we're only looking at like 5% at the most. Some other houses, just a couple percentage points, which can be significant when we're talking about a $100,000 asset class. But if you're a buyer and you look at the historically low rates, you've never been able to afford this much house at such low rates. And so even if the house price has gone up 5% more than it normally would have, because of the low rates, you're still looking at the best option, the best opportunity to ever buy that you've ever had. Now, something about the seasonal slowdown that's happening right now. There are some beautiful houses out there on the market. I've been showing some of these. I've got one listed, and it's just amazing to me that it's not sold because a month ago, 2 months ago, it would have been snatched up, multiple offers within 3 days, and now they've been sitting there for about 2 weeks, and that's just because of the seasonal slowdown. And when we pick back up in February, when people start getting their tax return checks, or when people when it starts getting warmer and people are in the mood to go shopping again and go look at houses, they're going to be gone. So if you are thinking of buying, take this moment. This is the time to strike. House has been sitting there. People got used to the summer frenzy, and they're wondering why their house hasn't sold, and they're probably likely to take something that they wouldn't have taken a month ago, and or they're not going to have to take in about another month. So this is your chance. Strike now. If you're a buyer, you're probably not going to see this opportunity again. Interest rates are going to remain low for a long time to come, even as the vaccine makes people think the recession might be over and interest rates will go up. I think we've seen the Fed signal that interest rates are going to remain low for a very long time. And so this is going to be an opportunity to strike because people are going to start buying houses again real quickly, as they always do in Montgomery. February is the time. So those are my takeaways. If you're a seller, this is a good time to start getting your house ready for the next frenzy, the next wave that's going to happen. And if you're a buyer, now is the time to go out there and buy. If you like what I had to say, or if you dislike what I had to say, then drop me a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you would like to know that I didn't talk about. Let me know what you think I was wrong about. I'm real curious myself. I would love to learn more, and you're the one who can help me educate me about this. Subscribe to the channel. That way you get updates whenever I post something. Hopefully I continue doing these once a week. And yeah, in any case, I hope you have a happy holidays and a happy new year. Love you.